show. I am happy to be here in the air conditioning on a Friday night after what a hot, windy, humid, unpleasant day in Southern California and all of California, I guess. It's been one of the weirdest weeks of weather we've ever had here. This is the closest a tropical storm has come to Los Angeles since 1997. They say we could get a year's worth of rain from this one storm that they call Tropical Storm K, which might be the least intimidating name for a storm. Doesn't every kiss begin with K? I think it does. And while you think that a ton of rain would be good for us because we're in a drought, it's actually not. Getting a year's worth of rain all at once is like if you tried to eat a year's worth of food from one buffet, and I have tried that, and it hurts. Very confusing because in LA right now, they're telling us not to water our lawns. The same week they're telling us to get ready for flash floods. This is Mother Nature's version of shooting that Batgirl movie and then not releasing it. Meanwhile, in England, the royal transition has transitioned. Prince Charles is now King Charles, which I think that's a mistake. I think he should go with King Chuck, you know? The world could use a King Chuck right now. What's good, King Chuck? The new king gave his first public address as British monarch today. It's got to be weird to spend your whole life waiting to take over your mom's job, you know? And the Queen's passing has had a profound effect on people all over the world. We heard from leaders and dignitaries, and including the former king of Kardashian, Kanye West, who posted... He posted this on Instagram. After the Queen died, he wrote, "Life is precious, releasing all grudges today and leading into the light," and then posted 2 photos of the Queen as a young woman. Who would have guessed that this is what it would have taken to calm Kanye down? Makes me wonder if Pete Davidson killed the Queen, you know? He didn't say where he's going to release the grudges. I assume Spotify, but rest easy, Pete, and Kid Cudi, The Gap, Adidas, and Kim's Bowels. He got the day off today. Coverage of the Queen's death was all over the news. The news was all that yesterday, and there was a lot of good reporting, but I would like to give a special mention to Hoda Kotb, who provided us with an outstanding royal edition of the segue of the day.
She is now being honored around the globe. We will have complete coverage all morning long on the Today Show, and we'll be looking for you then. But, Maria, tonight, it's all about the NFL kickoff on our Plus. Check this out.
You know what? If I know one thing about the Queen, it's that she would want us to be ready for some football. President Biden is planning to attend the Queen's funeral, which isn't happening for another few weeks, but he's already at the airport waiting for his flight. He's old, you know? Out of nowhere, Graham POTUS is really starting to hit his stride. Gas prices are going down, his approval rating is up, he's getting stuff done, and he's taking his rivals in the Republican Party to task.
We also passed once-in-a-generation investment in our nation's roads, highways, bridges, railroads, ports, airports, water system, high-speed internet. We got a little help from Republicans, but not a lot, but enough to get it passed. But the truth is, there are a lot more Republicans taking credit for that bill than we actually voted for it. I see them out there, and now we're going to build this new bridge here. We're all for it. And by the way, this new road, and we're going to have an internet that's going to be all the way. I love them, man. They ain't got no shame. They don't have any shame.
Hey, I have an idea. That impression he did of Republicans, he should talk like that all the time. I think it's better than his regular voice. Meanwhile, the ongoing struggle between Trump and the Justice Department is ramping up. A Florida judge, this week, you probably know, a judge who was appointed by Trump, ruled in favor of Trump's request to have what they call a special master to go through the documents that were seized by the FBI. This was a highly controversial decision, and already the judge appears to be backpedaling. She asked Trump's lawyers if they would be okay letting the FBI use 100 classified documents to continue the investigation while the special master goes through the material, which is kind of like asking the bank robbers if it's okay if the bank took back the money for a little while they sorted it out. The FBI is still missing a lot of what Trump took home with him. They found 48 empty folders marked classified, and have not been able to locate the contents of those folders. I don't know how thoroughly they searched the place, but I do have a few ideas on where they should look. I've been studying Mar-a-Lago, and I don't know, maybe some of them are in this weird tower where Melania's locked up, waiting for her hair to grow long enough for someone to save her. Maybe they're stashed behind this cartoonishly muscular portrait that Trump pleasures himself to. Maybe there are documents under these big hats on the chefs who don't really even cook anything. They just order McNuggets and put it on a plate. Or, you know, they could be under this weird table made of metal babies which I believe is part of Pottery Barn's I Am a Psycho collection. But Trump right now says he's suing Fox News for running ads he doesn't like. And he also might be looking for a television home overseas because he sat for an interview with a channel called New Delhi TV from India, which came up with a new and fun way to fact-check him.
Were you to run again, you think you could beat him? Because he's running again.
Well, in the polls, I'm leading by a lot.
Okay.
I would think I beat him easily. I think I beat him last time. I don't think. If you look at the numbers, you look at what happened, I beat him by a lot.
A recent Wall Street Journal poll, however, showed that Joe Biden is actually leading Trump by 6 points. This poll was conducted on the 1st of September of this year.
Can all Trump's interviews be like this? Because he makes a clearly fake statement and cut to a graphic disproving it with funky music behind it.
India is considered the world's largest democracy. You're the world's oldest,
Yeah.
and that's why we have this relationship. The democracies function on the principle that the losing side concedes defeat and the winning side
I agree with that.
takes over.
When you lose.
The final count of the Electoral College votes for the 2020 US presidential elections has Trump at just 232 votes, with Biden at 306.
Well, yeah, sure, if you do the math. But what about the fact that Trump feels like he won? Doesn't that count for anything? Fibonacci also weighed in on the success of Truth Social, his wildly unsuccessful social media platform.
Truth Social, the website, the social
great.
media platform, what's your take on that? Because there's some sense
So
that it didn't go as well as you may want it.
Listen to this guy. It's doing phenomenally well.
Okay.
And it's growing very big and very rapidly. And people are watching it because I'm on
Sure.
it. And other platforms fail, and you'll see what's going on with Twitter. Twitter's getting killed.
Media reports and SEC filings, in fact, suggest that Truth Social is facing serious financial struggles, with an estimated $6 million being lost in the first 6 months of 2022.
Oh, man, I hope he didn't see the edited version of that interview. You know he heard New Delhi and thought he was getting a big pastrami sandwich? And Trump, by the way, in fairness, isn't the only crazy in his adopted home state. There are many, so many, in fact, that we had to jam not one, but 4 stories in a very jam-packed, supersized Friday night edition of This Week in Florida.
Deputies in Fort Myers had to deal with a man brandishing a 3-foot sword at them and attached a dragon-shaped handle to it.
One wanted to leave his mark, so he started spray painting penises all over.
Joel Mathis says he's seen multiple pus caterpillars in his backyard.
At least a half dozen gator attacks this season around the Tampa Bay area. Eric Murda is one of those who lived to tell his story.
Do not feed the gators, all right? And you guys know who you are, throwing rocks at them and stuff. I've seen that on the job sites. Leave them gators alone.
Oh, wow. That's the guy. That's the guy you're going to listen to. I can't believe Britney Spears is marrying that man. That's... You know, every once in a while, when a pop music superstar comes to visit, we set to work to surprise our neighbors. Charlie Puth stopped by, and as we've been known to do from time to time, we set him up at the back of a shop here in our neighborhood, in this case, a coffee shop. We rigged up some speakers and a microphone. We set out to confuse and delight some unsuspecting customers in a new Charlie Puth edition of Undercover Sing.
You turn me on like a light switch. When you're moving your body, all day around. You got me in a tight grip. You know how to just make me want you, baby.
Hi, welcome.
Would you like some coffee?
Can I get a chai? Oat?
Can we have a name for the order, please?
Jay.
Thank you very much.
Hey, coffee lovers. Charlie Puth here, and you're listening to Java Jukebox Radio. The perfect thing to listen to when you're on the beach, You're in the car or in a coffee shop, wearing a tie-dye hoodie and some sort of denim vest with amazing hair. Java Jukebox Radio. Oh, Java Juke Radio. Lean to the left and look to the right. Oh, oh. If you hear me get up and spin around once, like you had a bunch of coffee, that's right. Stand up, don't be afraid. Shake your behind like you're not afraid. Sit back down, Jay. Hi. So I know you just ordered a chai, but I think you should probably have something to eat with that as well. Here, let me get you a sandwich. Jay, this one. Give me 3 seconds. Jay, this one has whole grains. Goes really well with the delicious notes of chai. Just put this in your tie-dye hoodie.
Side note, I think that you're an amazing musician.
Thank you, Jay.
Please.
Stay caffeinated. Bye. Have a good one. Did you just cry into your sandwich?
I did. Like me too. What's happening?
I don't know.
Hi, welcome.
Hello. May I have one vanilla latte?
Oh, vanilla latte?
Yeah.
Sure.
What's your name? Kate. Kate.
What kind of milk would you like?
Oat milk if possible.
I think we just ran out.
Kate, we're all out of oat milk. We're all out of oat milk, Kate. We're all out of oat milk. Kate, I'm so sorry. We're all out of oat milk. We're all out of oat milk. Oh, Kate, I'm sorry. We're out of oat milk. I'm sorry.
Hello.
Hi, welcome, welcome. Good, how are you today?
I am doing wonderfully.
Oh, it's Coffeeoke Day today.
Coffeeoke?
Yes.
Okay.
If you sing a song by, oh, it's Charlie Puth.
Okay.
If you sing a song by Charlie Puth, you get a free muffin.
Oh my goodness. Charlie Puth. Let's Marvin Gaye and get it on. It's like I'm hearing in a song.
I really like the color of your hair. Yeah. What kind of muffin do you want?
I will do a blueberry muffin.
I said I would bring it, and I have your.
Oh my God.
Your muffin.
This is amazing.
Wrapped
Thank
in
you.
plastic.
Oh,
I'm giving you a hug.
You're amazing.
Thank you.
Let's have the muffin sing along. Oh, till the dawn, let's Marvin Gaye and get it on. Oh yeah.
Thanks to Charlie Puth. His album Charlie comes out October 7th.